Hiya. Say what's up, guys.
What's up, guys?
What are we doing today?
Let's see.
We're doing a Q&A video.
Video.
That's right. So we asked you all on our Instagrams, mine and Jen's Instagram, to send us some questions that you guys would want us to answer in a Q&A format. So here we are answering those tough questions that you guys sent us. We got a bunch, and so we're not going to be able to answer every single question. Some of them were a little similar too. So we'll answer as many as we can, and then maybe in the future do another Q&A video. Yeah. So, you ready to get into this?
Yes.
All right. So, first question comes from McCackle, aka Michael Baruman.
Michael.
What?
What?
So Michael wants to know, when's the next baby?
Not for a while, at least in my opinion. Jasmine was a lot of work, tough work. So I mean, we would like a boy, but if we do have another one and it's a healthy baby, then awesome. But at least not for another.
Barring any accidentes, we probably shouldn't have another kid for at least like another 3-4 years.
3-4 years.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We had a couple questions asking about that, like, will there be a quarantine baby?
Hell no.
No, we're practicing social distancing in our bedroom, so there is no
He
baby.
sleeps in the living room and I sleep in the room.
Yeah.
So
that's
that's
how
what
it
happens.
All right. Next question comes our way from the Blue family.
You know who the Blue family is? Who?
Yeah, me.
That's
Yeah,
right.
and Theo Hector and Jack.
Yeah.
Say shout out.
So on our Instagram stories, we said we were going to shout out the best question, but I do want to shout out just the fact that the Blue family sent us, I think individually, or I should say collectively, about 74 questions just themselves. So we'll give them a little special shout out, right?
So your main man's?
So we'll sprinkle their questions in here and there, but we'll answer one now. So this one's for Violet. Okay. They want to know, is Jax your main man?
Yes.
Yes.
There you go. She said yes.
So why is he your main man?
Because he's my main man.
He's your best friend?
He's my best friend.
He's cool, huh?
Yeah. What do you guys do when he comes over?
And you guys play with your toys.
Play with toys, you guys fight for the same tablet, the same phone.
And I can find my tablet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And we're just giving nice to my tablet.
Oh, okay. Cool.
We'll answer one more from the Blue family right now. So this was a good one. If you could enjoy any theme park to yourself, which one would it be? So I guess we'll answer this one individually. So
I would have to choose Epcot and Walt Disney World.
okay.
I love me some alcohol and some good alcohol. So I just think Epcot is awesome because you get to try and just food in general. So I really like that. So I would like Epcot, and then I would also be able to do all the rides that I haven't done in Epcot because of the lines. Because I don't think you can do Epcot in like one full day and see everything. So.
Okay. I would actually also choose a Walt Disney World park, but not Epcot.
Oh, I think I know.
I would choose Animal Kingdom as the park. Oh, thank you. Gummy bear drop off. I would choose Animal Kingdom. And the reason is because if you've never been to Walt Disney World in general, but if you've specifically never been to Animal Kingdom is such a huge park. It's actually the biggest park in terms of just scope, like land mass
It's like a zoo.
that they have. It's a huge zoo/theme park. And so there's a lot of walking involved. And because it's so packed at any theme park over there in Florida, you miss some of the animal exhibits, the ones that you can just cruise around and just casually walk through. But if we were the only family in the park, we can take our time and really look at all the animal exhibits, take our time and kind of just view and enjoy them. as well as enjoy the rides. They have some of the best rides in Walt Disney World over there. Between the Pandora rides, and then the Safari is fantastic, and then Everest is my favorite roller coaster over there. And I hate roller coasters, but I love me some Everest. Oh my god! Oh my god! Mount Everest! Oh my god! Kilimanjaro! Oh my god! Oh shit! No pales. Oh, fuck that shit. Oh, Nikes.
Yes!
Oh. 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 Why? Oh my god.
Oh my god, Chris, you like
fuck.
it?
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Going backwards. We're going backwards. We're going
Oh,
backwards.
fuck that shit. Oh my god. Mama, no! Mama, no! We're going forward! Mama, no! That wasn't so bad.
I was not expecting that.
I have it all documented. So it would be Animal Kingdom for me. Violet.
What's your favorite park that you would go to?
Disneyland?
Disneyland? Okay. Why do you like Disneyland so much?
Because you like Mickey?
Yeah.
Good choice. What's your favorite ride?
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear ride?
Buzz Lightyear, right?
Yeah. And Dumbo Light.
And the Dumbo
And
ride.
the Dumbo.
Good choice, Ditto.
Good job.
choice.
High five. Yeah.
All right, we'll come back to more questions from the Blue family. We're going to move on to questions from Ms. Cat,
What?
our homie from Universal.
What?
What? All right, she sent a couple questions, so we're going to pick one now. This is a good one. Who is always right? The wifey or the hubby? Who do you think is always right?
Mommy or daddy?
Daddy.
That's
What?
right. That's right. Why is daddy always right? Just yes.
Just yes.
She knows her stuff. I think for the most part, honestly, I love catering to my wife, so I would say the wifey's right most of the time. Unless she's spending our quarantine money, then she is not right.
I'm not.
Another question that we got, this one from China Cruz or China Cruz. Not sure what the pronunciation is there. But how are you guys managing quarantine with two little ones? We got this question kind of similar, but asked slightly differently. So we're going to answer both of them, but this is the first one. So if you want to start off, babe.
It's definitely difficult. It's not an easy task because I feel that not only keeping them sane, we have to keep ourselves sane. So it's a little hard, but I think it's really just setting a routine for yourself. So we've kind of started doing that for the past like 2-3 weeks now, where we are actually working out early in the morning to not take away time from them. And then that way the entire day we can give them attention. And doing activities with them. You know, I know I know we hear it as moms and or parents all the time, is do arts and crafts, do here, do there. But finding different ways to do those things is very helpful. And I mean, screen time is not a bad thing, especially right now. Like, I know a lot of parents don't like doing screen time, but we limit her screen time, and it allows us to, and her screen time is educational. So it's like her, right now she's learning Spanish through this app that she has. So it's pretty cool because then I go back and I ask her, like, what are you learning? And, you know, to tell me. So I just think stuff like that, and even going on walks, like, helps us too, because I think everybody needs that fresh air during quarantine. Quarantine is not easy for anybody.
Yeah, the walks absolutely help. I think, obviously, Jasmine needs a lot of our attention. And very specific type of attention, right? To change your diaper or to eat or whatever it is. So we work really hard to take turns amongst each other, so that not one person just feels the burden of having to take care of a newborn. And then at the same time with Violet, she's very self-sufficient. So she's able to get her own snacks, and, you know, she knows what she needs at certain times of the day, which helps a lot. We do usually family TV time. Most nights where, you know, a lot of us have different interests when it comes to television and the things that we want to watch, but we also have a lot of similarities. Disney being one of them. A lot of our questions are centered around Disney. There's Mickey's chilling back there.
And we've done something pretty cool where once a week we do a theme. Mm-hmm. So like when Trolls came out, we did Trolls theme. So I literally, if you guys saw our video, I decorated everything for her, or our pictures, I should say. I decorated everything for her and did Trolls, and, you know, we had hot dogs and even colorful cupcakes and snacks. So just different stuff like that. We've had Disney night where we watched Baymax for the first time.
Yeah.
And, you know, we want to keep doing those things. We don't know how much longer we're going to be in quarantine. And like I said, it is hard, but finding those little things to do as a family helps. And also just her and I, like, we always used to do little runs to like Starbucks or Jamba, and we still keep that, even if it's just like a small little smoothie that we go get. So.
Good question. All right, let's move on to, since we touched on Disney, let's do this one. What is Violet's favorite Disney song, and can she sing it now? So what's your favorite Disney song? Disney song. What's your favorite Disney song?
What's your favorite song that you like to sing from Disney?
From the movies. Is it like a Frozen song? Is it?
Frozen.
Okay, what song?
Which one?
Okay, can you sing it? That was good. That was good. Good job. High five.
You get a gummy bear.
Nice. She's like a puppy. All right. How about, let's see. What do you guys do to spark your love for each other as a married couple?
You go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
So I think this one comes from at Hazel P. Cortez. So thank you for the question. I think one thing that we do is we take each other's feelings into account, and each other's interests into account. So, you know, it's when planning date nights, it's not always about what like I want to do or about what she wants to do, but maybe a nice blend of both. Or sometimes they are specific. So like, you know, we recently went to the Huntington Gardens before everything got shut down. And that's not necessarily something that's 100% up my alley, but all the art and all the garden stuff is 100% up her alley. And so it's something that I know she would love. And to see different museums, I would absolutely jump at the opportunity or jump at the chance, as our Universal people know, to take her there. So that's definitely one. Setting time aside to go do these things, the things that we love, and highlight our interests. So if it's a sporting event, and Jen's taking me out to Angel games or different things in the past, doing those types of date nights outside of just your regular, let's go to the bar and get a drink, or out to a restaurant and get a good meal, but very specific things that the other person knows. There was some thought put into that, so that'd be one thing.
I think it's also like just making, even if you can't go on a date, is making the time at home to make something special. Because we're very lucky and we're very privileged to have family that can take our girls if we want to go on a date night, or that can give us the time alone. There's other times where family's busy and they can't, or you just don't have anyone to take care of your kids. It's always important to still be able to reconnect with one another and create a date night at home. We've done that where the girls have, we've said, okay, today we're putting them to sleep early, and whether we'll have a movie night at home. And it can be a movie that, him and I both really wanted to watch, or like you said, like one that he wants to watch and I don't really want to watch, or vice versa. And then we make like, a drink or a snack, or just something that can just give us time. There's also been days where Marco and I will go to sleep at 3 a.m, just talking about, like, starts with one thing and then goes into another and to another and to another. And it's just crazy that, we have found those certain ways that keep us connected and that we can still communicate. And I just think in a marriage, in a relationship, in anything, communication is so important. Mm-hmm. And I feel that we have that very solid. Like it's not fake. It's not like we're pretending. People will look at us on Instagram and say, like, what do you guys do, or you guys are gold. And it really means a lot to us, because we want to make sure that everybody can see the love we have for our girls, for our family, and for each other. And so it means a lot, and so respect and communication, I think, is a big part of what plays in a relationship, a healthy relationship.
Yeah. I think a lot of people worry about the physical, like if you're physically going to still be attracted to the person that you're with 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. And for me, that's the wrong thing to focus on. Because when I look at Jenn, she's still the most beautiful person I've seen, regardless of what our bodies have morphed into having had 2 kids. But it's the emotional and the mental connection that I think is what keeps couples together for a long time. People that can just genuinely enjoy each other's company, talking to each other, sharing with each other, trusting each other, and just being vulnerable with each other. And so, like Jenn said, sometimes TV's not even on, and we're just talking to each other about our beliefs, and our beliefs are very different. Very different. She very much grew up in church and going to church every Sunday, and was very involved as a teenager even in her church. And I was the complete opposite. And to this day, that's still something that we are 100% opposite on. But that doesn't mean that we're not able to talk about God, or we're not able to talk about what our beliefs, or what we think the afterlife's going to look like, or how to raise our daughters when it comes to church. Like, we still very much are a team. So I think as long as you can be a strong unit, a strong team with one another, and really just be vulnerable and share, I think that's a really big key.
Yeah, because you play two teams. You play a team of being parents and a team of being partners. So having a solid balance.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to a more lighthearted, question. The people want to know, would you, meaning me, would you let Jenn give you a quarantine haircut? The answer to that is hell no. Hell no, I would not. Fun fact that some people know, like my immediate family knows this, her immediate family, and maybe some friends. But I actually cut my own hair. I've been cutting my own hair since I was 15, 16 years old.
He wants to cut my hair.
I've been down to cut her hair. I'll YouTube that shit and we can try it out.
No.
But yeah, I've been cutting my own hair for, over 10 years now at this point. And it's not like always the best. Like I mess up quite regularly. So like if you see a drastic shift in my hair, it's probably because I messed up, so I had to switch things up. But yeah, I've cut my own hair. People are jealous because I still got a fade, and you know, it is what it is. Y'all should have learned how to cut your hair a long ass time ago. So moving on from the hair discussion to maybe something to do with our bellies. This was probably one of the hardest hitting questions. So get ready, America, and wherever you're watching from around the world. One has got to go in terms of food. Salvadorian food or Mexican food? Which one is it? I'll go first because this is an easier answer for me. This was a lot easier answer for me than it was for Jen. And to be honest, some of these questions we didn't share what our answers were. So we're not 100% sure what the other one's gonna say. So my answer for this is 100% Salvadorian food has gotta go. That doesn't mean Salvadorian food sucks or I'm not into it. I'm starting to get more exposure to Salvadorian food. Tried a couple of things at this point. But obviously I am Mexican, 100%. Grew up with the best Mexican food from my mother and my aunts and my grandma. So have to keep Mexican food. Who doesn't love a good Taco Tuesday? Some enchiladas, some, you know, everything, just chile verde, all that good stuff. Like, gotta have it. So Salvadorian food, gotta go. Sorry about it.
Mexican food's gotta go for me.
She's lying.
No, I love Mexican food, but there was a certain point sometime last year that all we had was Mexican. All we had was Mexican. And I love Mexican food, but I think it's the same as you. Like, I grew up, my mom now cooks extremely healthy and is like, has eliminated a lot of that. But growing up, we grew up a lot with Salvadorian food, and my grandma used to come out and make pupusas and do all that. So I can't, like, I cannot not have my people's food. So Mexican food's gotta go. Sorry about it.
She lying. We literally just, before filming this,
okay, I had a salad.
We literally just had Mexican food.
No, but I had a salad. So is it really Mexican? Because it
had carne asada on top and all the trimmings. It was Mexican food. Really she also ate tacos. So
one taco.
She stole Violet's tacos. Moving on. Okay, let's do another kind of more in-depth question. This one's specific about us as parents. So what is the one thing you discovered about being a parent that has changed your overall way of thinking?
This was from Nicole. I think being a parent was, I mean, I always heard, like, you know, you always put your kid's needs before yours. And I think especially right now during quarantine, that was very much our mentality. Like, you know, it was a little scary to go into supermarkets and see like a lot of stuff empty. And I think at the end, like, as a parent, like, I've learned that I don't care so much about me at the time and what I'm gonna do, but more for them. And I think as a parent, like, I've truly discovered the love that I have for these girls, and the fact that like my life is just them. And I never knew you can possibly love a little human so much the way I love these girls, you know? And I even get heartbroken when Violet calls me mom, not mommy. So yeah.
She's a sucker. I think for me, a lot of what has changed for me is just the realization of time and how quickly time goes. Like, when we were just a couple, just you and I, time flew by, right? Like, there's that phrase, you know, time flies by when you're having fun kind of deal. And, you know, when you're starting off in a relationship, you're in that honeymoon phase, and like all that time just goes by so quickly, right? But I think as parents, it almost goes by a lot faster than when it was just us. And our lives together have gone fairly quickly. Like, maybe not exactly the norm when you think about how other couples start a life together. We got engaged at 9 months, and you know, got married before 2 years, even just being together. And so it was a quick transition. And we were actually pregnant with Violet on our wedding day, and we had no idea. And so all of that kind of just changed for us fairly quick. And, you know, now that we're 2 children in, I can't believe that we have a 3-year-old, let alone like have a 3-month-old. Definitely gotten to a point for me where I'm just so appreciative of the time that we have with the girls, and the time that we have together, and just making sure that you capitalize on those moments. Which is a big reason why we started this YouTube channel, a big reason why I've taught myself photography, is just to be able to capture these moments. And so I think I now as a parent, I very much look at the details of the things that we do, the planning and prioritizing of things, and that can come down to our money, our finances, or anything like that. Just making sure that we have all our ducks in a row so that when these girls grow up, they're not only set up for success, but they're also able to look back at their lives and say, we had a pretty sweet ass childhood. So let's move on. We got a couple more, and then like I said, we'll save some of these for a different Q&A that we do in the future. So let's go back to the Blue family, since they kept hitting us with those hard questions. Let's do a fun one. If you were an emoji, babe, which one would you be?
The poop emoji.
The poop emoji.
That one's always fun. It can go either way, so why not?
It's like poop or chocolate. We don't really know.
Yeah, like you never know. And it's like, if someone just randomly hits you with the poop emoji, like, would you laugh? Would you be mad? Like, you'd probably laugh. So.
Okay, poop emoji it is. I would probably be this emoji. I don't know what the real name is. The shaka, I use this a lot. If you see our pictures where like it's not like a formal setting, I'm usually throwing this up. So I'd probably be that emoji. I don't know how you be that. That emoji doesn't even have eyes. So I couldn't even see that. At least the poop emoji has eyes.
It does.
Okay. Well, that's my answer.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. So we'll do, how about 3 more questions? All right, we got 3 more questions to answer. So this one comes from another one from Kat. If you could slap your partner for $1 million, would you do it?
Hell yeah. But like, do I get it with taxes or no taxes? Because if it's taxes, then
Kat's original, I shortened the question, but her original question was taxes have already been deducted. You get the full $1 million.
Hell yeah, dude. Come on, let's get that ready.
First of all, can I slap 2 times, one each hand for $2 million? Because we making it happen.
If that's the case, like, ooh, come on, make it happen.
I already slap her butt probably like what? I don't know, 20 times a day.
Oh my God.
Like what's 1 time to the face?
No, but I mean, that was a good question.
That is a good question.
Would you do it, Kat?
Yeah, Kat, would you do it? Answer on your Insta stories or on your own channel. Make sure you go follow Kat. Description down below. All right, we are gonna, next question. How many times a year, on average, do you go to Disneyland?
Okay, this one we did talk about because I think we go to Disneyland at least like 16, 17 times a year. Marco thinks otherwise, but we did talk about this one, but because I even put into account like us, the times that like our passes are blacked out, and then we go ahead and we go twice in a month. So I think it's like 17, 18 times a year.
I think if you look at the average, right, I think we've recently in the last 2 years gone more than we did when like Violet was 1. But like as she got older, we went a lot more. Ooh, nice burpees. On average, we go anywhere between 12 to 14 times a year just with our annual pass. But that doesn't include our trips to Walt Disney World, which regularly, we've regularly gone to Walt Disney World now for 3 years, at least 1 trip a year. And all of our special events that we go to Disneyland too. So we've been doing Mickey's Halloween party as well. So yeah, it could be anywhere between 12 to 18 times a year that we go, which is a lot.
I think it's not enough, if I'm being honest.
I think if we lived closer and traffic wasn't as horrible, like if traffic was right now quarantine style, we'd probably be at Disneyland a lot more.
Yeah, at least once a week.
Yeah, because even when early in our like annual pass history together, we used to do like just quick little trips, like pop in, park in downtown Disney, get validation at the restaurant, and then just go to the parks for like 3 hours and then come home. But now with like traffic and the girls, it's just harder to do that. But I think absolutely like our channel would look a lot different if we were able to go to Disney like regularly, for sure.
Yeah,
but I think what also helps is obviously we both work at Universal, and so Violet is very fortunate, and now Jasmine, to be able to not only do her Disney trips, 16, 18 times a year, but for a while there I was taking Violet to Universal like once a month at minimum. And so she gets to do that.
And Violet gets the royal treatment at Universal, so she loves it.
Yeah.
Loves it. So to everybody that's given her special treatment as characters, good job, because she loves it.
Yeah, I think deep down inside, Violet loves Universal just as much, if not, like the interactions, like you're saying, a little bit more than Disneyland. I think Disneyland has a lot more to offer her because she can't do too much at Universal yet. But she absolutely, the way she interacts with people at Universal is different than Disneyland, actually.
She gets really shy at Disneyland.
Yeah, so if you guys go back and look at our videos from both parks, you'll notice her level of interaction with like Poppy or Donkey or even the conductor or just anybody.
She lied to Donkey and told Donkey it was her birthday.
Yeah.
And it wasn't her birthday.
And he sang her a full birthday song.
She got a pin. And everybody was like, happy birthday. She's like, thank you. It was still like a month and a half left to her birthday.
Not even close. Not even close. So yeah, that's how much I think if we could, we'd go more. We were actually supposed to be in Walt Disney World this past week, but quarantine got us down and we weren't able to go. So we'll be going shortly. I think we're for sure planning a first birthday trip for the little one because we did it for Violet. So it's only fair that we do it for Jasmine.
Hello, everyone. No?
Okay. All right. And the last question for this Q&A. And again, thank you guys so much for sending us your questions. We don't do this a lot in our videos, but we're probably going to start is pitching, or not pitching, but like promoting our Instagrams. So if you guys want to follow us on Instagram, I'll leave them right down here so you guys can do that. I have two. One is for photography, so I'll link both. But that's where we put up the questions. So those of you that kind of just follow us on YouTube but don't follow us on any other social media platforms, go ahead and do that if you like. We post a lot of pictures of the girls. A lot of the stuff that we put on our like main pages is family oriented. And then like I said, my photography page is really more like the creative side of the pictures that I'm starting to take. So feel free to follow us there. But the last question is probably the one the American people want to know. And that is, did Carole Baskins kill her husband? What do you think?
Carole Baskins.
Carole Baskins killed her husband, whacked him.
Hell yeah, she did. I've seen a lot of those crime TV shows. She fed him to the tigers.
Oh yeah.
He did.
Obviously, I think a lot of people have seen Tiger King at this point, and maybe you have various different opinions about the show itself, whether it was a good doc or not. That shit had me on the edge of my seat. Like every half an hour, I feel like something was happening where I was like, what the fuck? Like it kept morphing into different things. And so when they got to the Carole Baskin part and they were talking about that chick was grinding up her husband.
And like the fact that they just were like, she said, yeah, I killed him. What?
And she didn't want to take a polygraph test?
Who doesn't do that?
Yeah.
Like, come on. She killed him.
She totally killed him. Oh, hell yeah.
We all know.
We coming for you, Carole Baskin.
Girl.
We coming for you.
Girl, I'm coming.
We already like contacted some people at the ID channel. So they gonna come get you.
I hope the ID, if you guys don't watch the ID channel, get on it.
Shout out to the ID channel.
The ID channel has some good content and we need Carole Baskin in jail. justice for what was his name? I don't know, but
Just for the main guy?
yeah, what was her husband's name?
Oh, I don't know her husband.
I know, but Joe needs to be out. That's all I know.
Yeah. Free my boy Joe Exotic.
He's in jail because I mean he did a lot of dumb stuff, but Carole
Yeah, but
Baskins
he's
did.
in there broke as shit. He's never gonna financially recover for this. Never.
I just think she did it, and they're playing it off like no, but they need to reopen that case. Reopen it.
Now.
She fed him. I don't even know how they would find out though.
She filet mignon his ass.
She probably ate him.
Nah, I don't know. Well, maybe.
Yeah, she's
we
crazy.
can't trust her.
She laughs
Okay.
at everything.
So that's it, guys. That's our first Q&A ever. We want to do more videos like this where we're just kind of sitting and talking to you. Obviously, if you follow our channel, you'll notice a lot of our videos are vlogs or just like quick recaps of like different things that we do. But we want to do more sit-down videos, not just because we're quarantined, but just because we have an interest in it. So I think the next one we'll do, if you stay tuned, was probably going to be like our favorite Disney rides or our favorite Disney foods or just something along those lines. So stay tuned for more sit-down talking videos. Stay tuned for more Q&As. And like I said, follow us on Instagram if you're interested in just following our overall journey as a family. But thank you guys for stopping by with us. We hope you guys are staying safe, staying indoors as much as possible, occasionally going out there and getting some fresh air. But hopefully things go back to normal soon. We love all of you. And we'll see you real soon.
Say goodbye.
Say deuces. Dab on them. Ready? 1, 2, 3.